And we are live. This is Friday, April 11th. What is happening? There is so much happening actually with the lottery, which is what we're going to be talking about today, as well as luck and just taking your questions about my experience, about many of the people that I interview on this channel, talking about upcoming interviews and some crazy lottery news stories happening all around the world. But let me know if you're watching this. If you're lucky enough to be here live, let me know in this live chat because I'm going to try to get to all the comments I can. Where are you watching from? Which lottery games do you play if you play the lottery? Which games are you playing? Where are you watching from? Comment in this live chat. If this is no longer live, that's okay. Put your comment below this video. We want to hear from you. We want to know, where are you watching from? Which games do you play? And of course, what are you going to do when you win other than come on to this podcast, of course, because we definitely want to hear from you and we can keep you anonymous if you wish. We've done that before. We can do it again. You can come on here in a costume as well. Hello in Detroit, Michigan. Baltimore is here. I love it. Amsterdam, Eurolotto, Velda, thank you for your comment. New Mexico. I miss New Mexico, but there is New Mexico here. Matt, the $5 per pick is costly. If I can be honest, hello, Tim and everyone. So you were talking about the Mega Millions price increase. For those of you playing the Mega Millions in the United States, what do you think of this massive? It's what is it? It was $2 per draw for a single ticket, and now it's $5 per draw for one line. $5. The price went up. It skyrocketed. But the odds also got a little bit better. The jackpots are starting higher, and I predict way higher jackpots, and they say that more people are going to be winning. But what do you guys think about that price increase and these rule changes with the Mega Millions if you are playing that game? Houston, Texas, Omega. Hello in Texas. And there's a big controversy of brewing in the state of Texas. Of course, we've talked about it a little bit, but there's yet a new chapter in this. Let's see if we can bring this up, because this is just happening. Because in 2023, there was a 95 million jackpot from the Texas Lotto. Some of you know this story, but some of you don't. But basically, some investors came in and purchased nearly every combination through a courier service. They purchased nearly every combination and they won. It worked. You know, if someone else had purchased, like a regular player had purchased a ticket, they would have had to split it and maybe they would have lost money. I have no idea, but I do know that it worked and they won. But it created this, there's this controversy in the state of Texas, and someone else recently won on a courier app, but that person didn't buy all the combinations. They just bought a few of them. They paid $20, I believe, for 10 lines, something like that. And they won. And they have not been awarded their prize. So that is happening. But now there's a new chapter in this Texas lottery controversy. Let's see if we can pull this up. Here it is. Texas lottery player claims he was cheated out of 95 million in 2023 jackpot. So I believe the person that won the Texas Lotto after the 95 million, because when you win, the jackpot goes down. So this person, the plaintiff's name is Jerry B. Reed of Hood County, Texas. This lawsuit says that the jackpot was 7.5 million, less than a month earlier. This other one was 1. So he's seeking recovery funds fraudulently and illegally obtained by the defendants. So he's basically saying that I believe, if I'm reading this correctly, that he should have won a higher jackpot, but because they purchased all the combinations, his jackpot that he did win after this one was lower. If I'm reading that correctly, that's the way it appears to me. But what do you guys think about all this stuff happening in Texas? Hello in Houston, by the way. Abundance 1967. Hi, Tim. I'm watching from Pennsylvania. I usually play Mega Millions, Powerball, Cash for Life. I will retire immediately. The price hike is outrageous, but I'll still play. Abundance 1967. Thank you for your comment. Nice to see you. Los Angeles is here. Nick, hello in LA. Wow, I am excited to catch you live. I'm Yellow Butterfly. Well, I'm excited for a yellow butterfly to be here today. I mean, that is super exciting. Butterflies are good luck, and we're talking about luck today. What do you guys think about luck? Do you think it's just the right place at the right time? What about people that win the lottery multiple times? What about people that are just very lucky? Things go their way all the time in life, because there are people like that. And even before I won back in the day, I considered myself a lucky person. That's the way I thought of myself. Other people told me that. So is that just a coincidence, or is there something more to it? What do you guys think? Let me know in this live chat or below this video. Hello, and Tanya Shaw, who's a member, says, hello, everyone. Super excited to play the Mega Millions and Powerball this weekend from beautiful Colorado Springs. Tanya Shaw, welcome. Welcome. Thank you for being a member. It's so nice to see you today. Hello in beautiful Colorado Springs. Belize, Fantasy 5, Height Surgery. Dane. Well, hello, and speaking of beautiful places, hello in Belize. Okay, so we got the mega lottery is greedy. So Victor Brown does not approve of these changes in the Mega Millions, is what I'm have to assume by that. But thank you for your comment. Dreams come true. So, well, they do, literally and figuratively, because I have dreamt about all kinds. I don't know about you, but I've dreamt about so many things before they've happened in real life, including winning the lottery. And when I meet other lottery winners where that has happened, that's not the case for, of course, for most lottery winners, but it is for quite a few. And it is so interesting. So whether you're just imagining it, like dreaming in that way, or you've had a literal dream and then it happens, it can be very, very surreal. Hello in the Netherlands, Googly Bear. Hello. I just love being on these live chats just to be able to say all these names. But East London, hello, East London. There is a ticket, because I know people are watching from all over the world. Many of you are in the USA, but there's people in Canada, Mexico, UK, all kinds of countries in Europe, Asia, you name it. But there is a story in the UK right now, since you're in East London. Let's take a look at this. UK man finds lottery ticket. Pull this up. UK man finds lottery ticket left in car for 4 months, wins over Rs 10 core. Basically, he won about $1 million, is what that equates to. But it was in his car for 4 months. He did not realize that he had won, and he was looking for a snack for his son in the car, and then he found the ticket. And it's yet another reason to check your lottery tickets, because they do expire. In most places, depending on the game, they expire. So how heartbreaking would it be if it did expire and you didn't check it? And that happens all the time. And like literally, there's millions, plural, millions of dollars of prizes that go unclaimed each and every year, sometimes over $1 billion, because it's just, a lot of people just don't check their tickets. That's one of the main reasons. So I urge you to check your tickets. And I'm not the only person urging people to do that, because here's another story that just came out. National Lottery in the UK issues lottery urgent warning to players as a £7.3 million prize goes unclaimed. So check it out. If you play the lottery, check your tickets. That's my advice. Because even if it's just, anything's possible, right? Play responsibly, but it is possible. And we meet and interview people on this channel all the time that have won major prizes. It is my life story, and it happens. And let's jump back into this chat. What are the most popular winning numbers? Rashid. That is such a good question. I should know that. I will look that up. I'm not exactly sure. But I do know when you choose your numbers, many people choose like birthdays and anniversaries and that sort of thing. So it's usually under 30 or under 31. I assume those are probably the most popular numbers because of that. But I'm just assuming things. And of course, there's lucky number 7 And for me, it's lucky 1999, 99, 19, anything, because the year I won was 1999. So, hi, Timothy. My birthday was Tuesday, and yesterday I broke my toe at work. What a week. Millionaire Jay. I'm sorry to hear that, Millionaire Jay. I hope that you are able to get that taken care of soon. But happy belated birthday. And I wish you good luck if you're playing the lottery. Sheila L. Art, hello. Thank you for being a member of this channel. Nice to see you. It's an honor to see you, to meet you, and come on to your chat. Thank you. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. I love it. SoCal, amazing. Thank you. Nice to see you in Southern California. Hi, Tim. Got mad? Yes. All right. So I think our beliefs are creating our reality to a large degree. Cherish the gift of life. So, yeah. So there are a lot of people that I've met and interviewed and continue to. Not everyone I've interviewed necessarily believes this, but a lot of people do, that we create our reality and our perception really helps shape that. And I think there's a lot of truth to that. Is the glass half full? Is the glass half empty? Your mindset, the lens upon which you view the world, I mean, it does matter. So, but how do you think that equates to luck? What do you think about that? Let me know in this live chat or below this video. I've been watching you for about a month and I'm winning the lottery very soon. Lottery girl. Well, with a name like that, you are in it to win it, lottery girl. Thanks for your comment. Okay, let's try to get luck is an assumption. If you say you're lucky, you'll find more reasons to confirm that. Got mad. Thank you for your comments. I think luck is another word for fortunate. Yellow butterfly. Tim, if you win tonight, life is not fair. If you're playing, of course. Matt, I have not purchased a ticket for tonight, but hey, I think life is fair. And some people do win more than once. And I know that's totally possible, which when I play, I know that there is a lot of power in a ticket, and it can happen. So it definitely is possible. But you'll know about it because I'll interview myself on this channel. So watch for that coming soon. But as far as I know, I'm not playing tonight, but hey, anything's possible. I'm convinced that optimism brings luck. Bionic Sidekick, thank you for your comment. Optimism, I think, is very important, and I think it's healthy because, I think it was it Henry Ford that said that famous old quote, whether you think you can or you think you cannot, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Something to that effect. Lotto America, 28.87 million. So Lotto America is still going up, Paul. That is amazing if that is true. It's one of the highest Lotto America jackpots ever if it's still going up. It's not been won in quite a while. Thanks for your comment. Greetings from Germany, from Deutschland. Ronnie Rules Art. Hello in Germany. Hello, thank you. And I have not yet interviewed someone that's won the lottery in Germany. I know it's going to happen. And I welcome you, Ronnie. We want to hear from you. I dreamed 6 lottery numbers from Lotto in Belgium. That was a few months ago, but I have played the numbers ever since, so I am 100% sure that I am a jackpot winner. Kelly from Belgium. Kelly, thanks for your comment. I wish you good luck. Which game are you playing in Belgium? Is that Euro Millions? Lucid dream about winning. I saw the computer screen say jackpot and made a casino type noise. And I was figuring up how much I'd have after taxes, and everyone was congratulating me walking down the aisle. That sounds like an incredibly vivid dream, Aaron Taylor. Thank you for sharing that. We love hearing dream stories, but we're all about the dream stories on this channel. I want to hear your dreams. I wish I could remember my dreams, Bionic Sidekick. Well, you can here's what I do, and this is what I've done for a long time, is right when I wake up, when it's in my mind, I write it down. The meaning of it, not just what I experienced or saw or felt. It's like the meaning of it at the time, because it's so easy to forget. And if you're like me, then I feel like there can be messages in some dreams. I feel like it's helpful. Sometimes I just feel like it's my subconscious trying to work things out. But other times, there's a difference in the type of dreams, for me at least. But if you haven't experienced that, that's okay. That's so amazing. At least the money was saved and he didn't expire and got his prize. Kamrock King, who's a member of this channel, thank you for your comment. So who are you talking about? I guess is my question, but it's very important to claim your tickets before the expiration because they do typically expire. So, you don't want to be, it would just be so heartbreaking to win the lottery and then find out that it's expired. So don't let that happen to you. Check your tickets. Happy Friday, Monique. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Play the long number on your birth certificate. Your birth certificate is worth millions. The long number on your birth certificate. Well, I have heard a lot of strategies over the years. I have not heard that one until today. So congratulations, Reacher University, to you, because that's a new strategy. Maybe we should try that one. Anyone playing Euro Jackpot tonight? Googly Bear. Is it? I'm sure someone here is. Thomas, gonna party like Timothy in 1999. That's right, Thomas. I did party like it was 1999 because it was 1999. But it doesn't have to be 1999 to party. It could be 2025. And anybody watching this, if you win, contact my team. The email address is on the About page of this YouTube channel. We want to hear from you. We do. We can keep you anonymous. I believe belief, desire, and the right timing. Kamrock King. Belief, desire, and the right timing. Yeah, I love that. Quantum physics. Particle can become a wave when you give it attention. Thank you for your comment. Quantum physics is quite fascinating. It really, really is. And there are these famous experiments like the double slit experiment, that shows that once something is observed, then it changes. The form changes. Isn't that crazy to think about? That being observed makes it change. So quantum physics, we should get a quantum physicist on here sometime. Does anyone else in Missouri doing poorly on the $50 scratchers for the last 6 months? Jess Cole, I'm sorry to hear that. That's a lot of money for a scratch card. But so play responsibly, of course. You never spend more than you can afford to lose. But hey, have fun. And if you win big on a $50 scratcher, you know where to go. We want to hear from you. I wish you good luck. Thanks for your comment. Black Goddess 888. Hello, Tim. Are we going to hear from any new interviews soon? Absolutely, Black Goddess. Thank you so much for your question. There are so many interviews that I have kind of stockpiled in the background of this channel because I interview people all the time, many of which are lottery winners, but not everybody. But there are many people that have won prizes, various prizes. There's an interview coming up with someone that won the Price is Right game show, but also lottery winners, of course, and someone that is also very much into manifestation and the law of attraction, because I know many of you are into that. But here's a preview. And I also want to talk about, there's an upcoming video on this channel that I am very excited about for this. It has to do with this major scam that was just taken down, but I'm going to keep that pretty vague for now until we release the video, but I am excited about it. But here's a preview for an upcoming interview. Let's take a look at this. This is the first time it's played. I believe the members of this channel, there was a members only live last week, and the members who were in that live or watched the video after have seen this, but the general public has not. So let's take a look at this.
I was there, and I look at that sometimes and I say, my gosh. And so many things from there that I have manifested. It tells you that everything that we speak and that we think has an immense vibration.
Welcome to Lottery Dreams and Fortune. We missed the begin. Let's take a look at
because
the.
I've had this
There we go.
idea always since I'm writing a check that I was going to win the lottery. So when you want to request something from the universe, you let the universe work everything out because it's all out there already. I manifested the cards that I've had. I have a vision board, and in that vision board, I pinned that I wanted to go on a private plane, and I went on a private plane. I was there, and I look at that sometimes and I say, my gosh, and so many things.
All right. So what do you guys think about that? That interview is coming in a few days, so watch for that. That's a preview of that interview. Happy Friday to you, Timothy. 401 Cosmic Info, afloat in the air and goodness on the eve of a full moon in Libra. Tammy Lee Gallagher, you know a lot more than I do about the stars today. I wasn't aware of any of that. Many wishes realized to you and your good heart today. Well, Tammy, thank you very much. And blessings to you. Blessings to you. I did not realize the full moon was so soon, but you have to love that. Can you just think about what the moon does to the ocean, to the tides, to the waves? It really legitimately changes things. More babies are born. I think crime rates even go up. Not that I try to stay away from the negative, but it affects human beings. That's on the level that we can see, but just full moons, I love it. I love all about that. I see myself winning a huge jackpot. Raheem, I love that vision. Thanks for your comment. I once won roulette, picking a single number 19 times in a row. So lottery should be easy. Still have not won. Daniel. Wow, Daniel. That sounds like a hot streak with the roulette. Thanks for your comment. My heart was racing like crazy when I matched the first three numbers in Euro Millions last week. I can't even begin to imagine what it must feel like to see all five come up. I'd probably pass out. Bionic sidekick. Thanks for your comment. Yeah, it is so, at least for me and for a lot of people I meet and interview on this channel, it is so surreal, so euphoric. And it's interesting how people react. Some people have passed out. Cosmic Haze, love your channel. Have you ever interviewed someone who won a second chance ticket? I feel like I never hear people winning. Cosmic Haze. I believe I have, Cosmic Haze. I believe I have a second chance ticket. I will look into that exactly who, but I believe that I have, because I've interviewed a couple people that have won prizes right around $1 million, and I believe they were, at least a couple of them were second chance tickets, but I will look into that. Thanks for your comment. Can I request a good fortune wish from you to all of us in the chat today? Suede Knight, absolutely, Suede Knight. You don't even have to request that because that's one of the points of this, but I absolutely wish you, Suede Knight, and everybody, you watching this, every single one of you, I wish you good luck. I wish you so much luck. Just please remember me when you win, because we want to host you on this podcast. We really do. Whether you come on publicly, whether you want to wear a costume, because I'm waiting for that day. We haven't interviewed anyone in costume yet, but I think that would be pretty fun too. I'm ready to be the next Lucky for Life winner. Chosen One 714. Thank you for your comment. I wish you good luck. You'll be hearing from me next. Okay. I look forward to it. Hello in the Dubai, Rashid. Brooklyn is here. You have to love Brooklyn. DJ Sugar Ray. Hello in Brooklyn. It's the opposite. A wave collapses into a particle when observed. Jeff Huckle. So we were talking about the observer effect earlier and the double slit experiment with quantum physics, quantum mechanics. And you're saying that a wave collapses into a particle when observed. Thank you for your comment. Dizzy, who is a member of this channel, good to see you. What was your mentality on the time of the win before you won? Dizzy, thank you for your question. And thank you for being a member of this channel as well. My mentality on time of the win, I think you mean, well, like as I was winning or before, but the day that I won, I really felt very in the moment. I felt very, very lucky. we're talking about luck today. I felt very lucky that day. I really did. And I told people I was going to win, and I had some other very serendipitous synchronicities and things happen so it just made it very, very surreal. I was happy, and that was my mentality. So that's how it was for me. Crepusculo, I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly. I enjoyed the interview with Mr. Kurt Panousis. Any chance you have any other lawyers lined up for an interview? Well, that is a really good suggestion and guest suggestion. So thank you very much, because oftentimes your guest suggestions are what initiate or inspire people actually showing up on this podcast. Actually, we reach out to guests, and oftentimes they say yes. And of course, people reach out to us too. It works both ways. But yes, we would love to have more attorneys on here who have represented lottery winners. I'm so glad that you enjoyed the interview with Kurt Panousis. Thank you for your comment. My dream is to be a jackpot winner on this show. Well, that's my dream too, Sister Sophie. That is my dream too. And I'm not just saying that. Hey, anything's possible. Play responsibly, but it is possible. ALN Realty. Hi, Tim. I know what I'm going to do, or what I'm going to win very soon. I've already prepared for my win and have everything in place, from lawyers, financial planners, etc., to the first vehicle I purchase when I get the win. ALN. Wow, you are really, really planning. That is interesting. That reminds me of a couple people I've interviewed who did something similar. Some people even called financial advisors and spoke with them prior to the win. So when I hear stories of that type of thing happening, it's pretty interesting to say the least. Thank you for your comment. Karen Kelly, who is a member of this channel, says, I think some luck might be random, but we definitely create our own. Karen Kelly, thank you for your comment. So, yeah. So, I mean, that's a good question. And that's one question we are asking today live. If this is no longer live, put it below, your thoughts, because your opinion matters. There's no right or wrong answer, but it's an interesting topic. It's an interesting discussion. Where does luck come from? Someone, has all these things happen to them. They win the lottery multiple times. They have all these serendipitous things. I was out interviewing people, and a bird pooped on my head. And so initially I just thought it was funny. I was like, oh my gosh, well, what am I going to do? I wipe off. I thought it was raining or something, and it was a bird poop. But then I learned after that happened that a lot of cultures call that lucky. So then I was like, well, I do think I'm a lucky person, so I'll take a little bird poop. What do you guys think about bird poop? We're getting off topic here, but Good Life Chris says looks good. Well, hopefully not the bird poop, but Brooklyn, let's go. DJ Sugar Ray, you have to love. I love Brooklyn. Thank you so much for joining. Here is a very generous super from Fatira Jana for $1.99. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. I wish you good luck. Thank you so much for your support. It truly means the world to me. So thank you very much for the generous super and for your support. Mega Millions is insane too high. DJ Sugar Ray. Thank you for your comment. So thanks, Tim. Looking forward to watch them all. Black Goddess 888. I appreciate your support. Look at your birth chart. It reveals a lot about yourself. Amanda Nance. Yeah, so Amanda, it sounds like you're into astrology, which I did not used to believe in astrology at all. I was completely skeptical. And then someone did a reading for me for free. And I was like, wow, that's something. That stuff does not align with most people. Yet I felt that there might be something to it. Seriously. So I invited a Vedic astrologer onto this podcast. We interviewed her once before. If you haven't watched that, you might want to check it out, because she read my chart on this podcast. Jorley, happy Friday, Timothy. I love you from the top of the world. Jorley, well, thank you. Happy Friday to you in the top of the world. That is the place to be. Can you interview someone that's won a sweepstakes like a car or something? Plus, I heard Publishers Clearinghouse filed for bankruptcy as well as I remember the $1 million PCH winner interview. Kamra King, thank you for being a member of this channel. Thank you for your question here. Yeah, so I have interviewed people that have won different sweepstakes, including someone that won $1 million, I believe it was, from the Publishers Clearinghouse a few years ago, Natalie Bosselman. And she actually went on to be a spokesperson for them. She was the first person that actually won and then went to be a spokesperson and got to help give away prizes. It was really an incredibly inspiring, wonderful story with Natalie Bosselman a few years ago. It was one of the first interviews on this podcast. And as far as the bankruptcy, I did hear about that, but I haven't actually researched it, so I can't really comment on that other than I heard about that. So, is that true? If so, I don't know the facts on it, but I'm sure that if you do an internet search, you can find more about that. But I am going to look that up because it's interesting. And as far as interviewing someone that's won a car, I've interviewed contest queen Carolyn Willman, who has won all kinds of things. I've interviewed someone that won a dream home. I've interviewed people that have won lots of different prizes in addition to the lottery, including someone that won a car. So I have done that. And that was just, I believe, just a few months ago, maybe a year ago, maybe 9 months ago. And it was really a heartwarming story of someone that won this classic. It was a Petty. Petty is the last name of this famous NASCAR driver, and it's a replica of his car. So if you haven't watched that, you're going to want to check it out. So that has happened. Thank you so much for your comments. Stephanie, hi, Tim. How much do you think manifestation plays into winning? Is that something you believe in? When I hear stories of people playing numbers they saw in dreams, I have to think they manifested it. Stephanie, thank you very much for your very thoughtful question. I really appreciate that. How much do I think manifestation plays into winning? And you're asking about so people do dream the numbers sometimes, and then it happens. For me, I did not dream the numbers, but I dreamt that it was going to happen, and then it did. It was very surreal, of course, when that happened. And manifestation, I did not understand it at all. I misunderstood it because until I started this YouTube channel, a lot of people kept telling me, you manifested your win. I was like, what the heck are you talking about? So I thought it was just wishful thinking, that you just wish for something and then it just pops into existence. That was my understanding of it without knowing anything about it. And I've done a lot of research since then. I've read a lot of books and also listened to a lot of what the science says about that sort of thing, and a lot of other people that swear by it, such as Oprah Winfrey and many other people. And I do believe in manifestation. And I do believe that it contributes into our life, lucky or unlucky, if you dub it that. But yeah, so it's interesting. But it's very interesting. And I could talk for an hour just on that topic because it's so fascinating, especially what the science says about that sort of thing. So thank you for your question, Stephanie. Devon Demar, I had a dream about winning the lottery with 111 on the top of the ticket. What do you think? Well, yeah, what do you think? What did that mean to you? Because that's the question I would ask. I think I would probably be playing. I'd be on the lookout for the ones, unless to you, maybe for some people, triple ones are like a divine symbol, that sort of thing. But what does it mean to you? That's what I would ask, because it was your dream. But those are my thoughts. Yes, I'll be your next guest. Gina, close. Gina, thank you so much. I look forward to it. Hello in Sweden, the wealthy soul. I love your name. And hello in Sweden. Tim, dream of me winning? I will come on the show in costume. Well, there we have it. Perhaps this will be the first person to come onto this podcast in costume. I've been waiting for this day, and I know it's going to happen. Thank you for your comment. I wish you good luck. Long time without luck. Well, we need to send Ivan some luck then. Let's wish Ivan good luck. Ivan, I wish you good luck. And okay, Mega Millions, $5 thoughts. Thoughts on the $5 Raul. Raul. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talk about this big Mega Millions change. The increase in price to $5 from $2 to $5. So it didn't just double, it went over that. It went up by 150%. And the odds, they took away one of the red balls. So the odds got better. The jackpots start at 50 million. So the jackpots start higher. I mean, just the other day was the first time they did this, and it was 50 million. Now it's 70 something million is the jackpot for tonight. Well, actually, I mean, we could just pull that up because it has to be right here. Let's see if we have this. But anyway, I was surprised that it went up so as fast as it did. So 72 million, you can see right there. So you can imagine, at least I'm imagining, I think the jackpot's going to go up pretty fast compared to what it used to, even if fewer people are playing. But just because of the prices increased, but we're going to have to see. It's going to be interesting. But let me know if you're playing this game, what do you think? What do you think about that? Anything is possible. Sister Sophie, yes, that is very, very, very true. Anything is possible. It is true. If you can imagine it, then usually it can happen. It is possible. Greetings, sunny London. Good luck to all entering the lottery today. And good luck to you, Bill, if you're playing Euro Millions or Euro Jackpot, Euro Dreams, or anything else. And here's a very generous super from Chris Kent Music. Chris Kent Music, who's a huge supporter of this channel. Chris Kent Music, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. Best wishes, greetings, and good luck to you. I greatly appreciate your support. It's so nice to see you today. Thank you for the very generous £2 super. I'll take a little bird poop, chosen 1714. And for people that just tuned in that might be out of context, you might be like, why is this person, the chosen one, choosing bird poop? But the reason is because just a few minutes ago, we were talking about how I was outside interviewing people and a bird pooped on my head. And then I learned that that's a sign of good luck in some places, in some cultures. So chosen one, I think, is in agreement about that. Okay, so let's try to get caught up in this chat. And this is insane. Look at this. This is a $50 super from the Meek Life Forever. $50 super. Oh my gosh. That is so unbelievably generous of you. Thank you very much. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. Thank you very much for the extremely generous super. Your support means the world. The fact that you feel strongly enough to believe in what we're doing here, it truly means the world. So blessings to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're playing the lottery today, of course, I wish you good luck, but thank you very much and blessings to you. The Meek Life Forever. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so kind of you, so generous. Really appreciate it. Please invite Western Astrologer onto the show. Maximilian. Thank you for the suggestion. I will definitely look into that. Because we did interview a Vedic astrologer, but it'd be nice to interview a Western astrologer as well. Do we all agree that Mega Millions is too expensive? Asks DJ Sugar Ray. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's too expensive, or do you think that it's do you like the changes? The odds are better. The jackpots are higher. More people are supposed to win because the odds are better. What do you guys think? Hey, Timothy. I had a dream a couple of days ago where I was eating and a piece of paper blew my mouth with lotto numbers on it, and I took the paper out, but I only remember the number 11. Any thoughts? What should I do? Ash, am I reading this correctly, that you had a dream that you were eating a piece of paper Oh, you're eating a piece of paper. So you're not eating the piece of paper. Okay. I thought you were eating the lottery numbers. Like, well, I've heard a lot of things. I've never heard that. But so you were not eating the lottery numbers, but you were eating, and the lottery numbers came your way by paper blowing on it, I think is what you're saying. And then you remember the number, you remember the number 11. So my thoughts are, if that were me, I'd probably be playing the number 11, or if I saw 11 as a jackpot amount or something that symbolized that meant something to me, then I'd be apt to think, I'd probably play that. But always play responsibly. And then, of course, what did it mean to you? What did it mean at the time? Because sometimes dreams are very symbolic, but sometimes it's not about what you see. Oftentimes it's about what you feel, what you felt. If you listen to your dreams like I do, it's what did it mean? What did it feel like? What was the message at the time of the dream? Not how you analyze it, but how did it feel at the time? And that's why I encourage people to write your dreams down right after you wake up. Hi, Tim. When you won the lottery, did you play once in a while or very regularly? Do you still play? Thanks for your question. I do not play very often, but I do play once in a while. But I'll tell you, if I had a dream about it, like I did back in the day, then I would be playing probably every single drawing, because that's what I did the time right before I won. Well, it was about 3 months before I won. I had this dream that convinced me it was going to happen. Then I played very, very consistently, usually just one ticket, one line at a time, because that's really all it takes for a chance. And that's the truth. Can you interview Mr. Beast, DJ Sugar Ray? Well, I would love to interview Mr. Beast. So yes, thank you for this suggestion. He is quite inspiring, and what he has accomplished is very impressive. I would love to interview him. Thank you so much. Just Straight Balling didn't even have a message. Dizzy, well, I think I missed the first part of that. Not sure what. I think I missed that, but I appreciate your comment. I'll look for that. I've had a few dreams of winning the lottery over the last few years. It will manifest into my reality. TJ, wow. So you have had dreams about winning the lottery. Thanks for sharing that. We love hearing stories like that. And it's especially interesting when it does happen in real life, because it does. To some, and we see these stories all the time in media. It happened to me. When it happened to me, a year or two after that, whenever I eventually got back into college and started studying journalism and broadcast news and that sort of thing, I really was curious, like, are there any other people out there that dreamt about it before it happened? I can't be the only person. So I started doing all this research. I went to the library at, universities and did different research, and I found other people. It just wasn't, the internet wasn't what it is now. So now it's much easier to find. We see these stories all the time. Tim, apart from dream, is it possible to predict any lotto outcome? My channel. Thank you for your comment. I mean, most of the people that I've interviewed that have won the lottery have not had a dream about it. A lot of those people, not all of them, but a lot of those people that I've met believed they were going to win for one reason or another. So, I mean, try some of those people, I'm sure, would say they predicted it. So, and if you think that's a coincidence, if that's what you think and you're watching this, and then more power to you. I'm not here to convince anybody of anything. I just find these stories interesting. Was manifestation prevalent in 1999? Z-Man, thank you for your question. Not to my knowledge. I certainly had no idea what manifestation was in 1999, but I certainly believed in intuition and the power of dreams and that sort of thing, because I had had so many other dreams that were similar, not about the lottery, but about other things. And so I believed in that since I was a little kid, just naturally. But as far as manifestation, I didn't know what that was. So I think there's a lot more knowledge today. I think there's an intersection today with science and spirituality, where there is overlap there, where there's explanations. And so it makes some people that think more rationally, maybe less creatively, more rationally, more logically. And then you take the other side of it and the spiritually, thinking, and it's kind of combining. And it's really fun and interesting to watch that happen, how quantum physics and science is explaining a lot of this stuff. What are the promo tickets for Mega? I bought a $5 ticket and only got that one. Dizzy, with Mega Millions, the Megaplier is automatically added into the price of the ticket. So if you win a prize and it's not the jackpot, all of them, but maybe you miss one or two numbers, or, you still win a prize, but the number, it's automatically multiplied. That is in the price of the ticket. So that's one of the reasons why there are going to be higher jackpots paid out. So that's an excellent question, though. And we are running kind of short on time. I'm going to try to get to a couple more questions here. Hello, everyone. I'm a mega winner now, thanks to Universe. Mary Irving, nice to see you today. Thank you for your comment. Blessings to everyone. Tanya is abundantly empowered. All right. Not too expensive if you only get one. So Karen Kelly, I think, is still playing Mega Millions. And it's really interesting to hear your guys' feedback of what you think of these changes with the Mega Millions, because we've heard all kinds of opinions. And Karen Kelly, who's a member of this channel, thinks it's not too expensive if you only get one. And it only takes one ticket. We say this all the time, but it's true. It only takes one for a chance. I played Mega because my Mega Ball always comes out, and it worked. I won $10. Lulu Bell has the secret sauce over there. The lucky Lulu Bell. Well, that is amazing. We have to. I love that. We need to hear. I have more questions about that. More questions, because luck. What is luck? What makes someone lucky? I've considered myself a lucky person. Many of the people I meet and interview, Lulu Bell, I don't know. Maybe you consider yourself a lucky person. It sounds like you are lucky. What makes someone lucky? Let me know in this live chat or below this video. I played the $5 Mega Millions yesterday just because, I guess. KG, Ellen, TN, well, thank you for your comment. And I wish you good luck too. Does Mega Millions still have a Megaplier? John Robbins. Mega Millions does. It's added into the price of the ticket. All right, so let's try to get caught up. And how did it feel to become a millionaire so young? The wealthy soul. The wealthy soul, thank you for your comment. Yeah, so when I won, I was 21 years old. So, I think, looking back, it's like crazy. I can't believe I won at 21, but I did. And I didn't feel like I was immature at the time. And I feel like, luckily, thankfully, I had a lot of people helping me behind the scenes, but I wasn't the type of person that would go out and buy all these different material possessions, because I didn't even at that age, I didn't believe that those things necessarily brought me happiness. So I tried to live within my means. And I think one thing, though, that makes it different was the social dynamics, because most of my friends and peers and people, nobody that I knew they weren't remotely in the same monetary bracket. And so I really felt isolated in that respect, because no one had gone through what I could go through. I couldn't even go on a vacation without paying for other people to go with me, because nobody I knew could afford it. And so that was, I think, partially because I was 21. So that's to answer your question. I just want to win a million, please. Nate. Well, Nate, anything's possible. I wish you good luck. Play responsibly, though, if you do. Thank you for your comment. And yes, Believing you are lucky makes you lucky. Tanya is abundantly empowered. Thank you for your comment. When should we expect your new book to come out? Erickson RD. Erickson, thank you for your question. I really appreciate that. I have been working quite a bit on this new book, and I think I will be done with it within the next maybe 4 or 5 weeks. I think the book will be finished in 4 or 5 weeks. But then when I send it to an editor and then a literary agent and that sort of thing, there's a whole process involved. So I guess it depends upon whether I'm going to be self-publishing or whether I'm going to go with the traditional publisher, because there's different times involved with that for when it will be released. So that I don't know yet. So I think if I were to guess, I would say anywhere from the next 6 months to the next year, it will be released. But the big part of me writing it should be done within the next few weeks. It's almost finished. So thank you so much for asking. I really appreciate that. Z-Man with a very generous $1.99 super. Z-Man. I love it. I love it. And I love your name. And yeah, I'm a kind of a cinephile. I love movies. So what favorite feel-good movie? Favorite feel-good movie? That is a good question. See, I'm kind of a genre buff. Horror, sci-fi, thrillers. That's kind of I love all types of movies though, but I know those movies like the back of my hand. But a feel-good movie, favorite feel-good movie. That is, that's a good question. And you deserve an answer because of this $1.99 super. You do deserve an answer. So this isn't definitely my favorite, but it comes to mind because I think it's an old school movie, but Happy Gilmore. Have you guys seen that? It's an old school movie, but that movie, Napoleon Dynamite, that's pretty funny too. Yeah, so those two rank up there, but those are older movies. As far as recent movies that are feel good, I'm going to put some more thought into that, but I really appreciate your extremely generous super and for your question. Thank you very much, Z-Man, and I love your name. And here's Veronica Medina with a very symbolic 999 super. Veronica, thank you so much. That means the world to me. 1999 is the year I won the lottery, so every time I see a super with 999 or 1999, it is just very thoughtful, very symbolic. Thank you, Veronica. Tim, thank you for all you do. I'm going to be a guest on your show. I will help my family and many people. I believe 100% manifestation, 888-999, and a happy face. Look at that. Veronica, thank you very much, Veronica. Blessings to you. I wish you so much luck, happiness, and abundance. And I greatly appreciate the thoughtful super. Thank you very much, Veronica. Really appreciate it. Damn, you are already live. Flame Ache, who is a member. Yes, we are live. We are live, although we're almost out of time here today. But I'm glad you got in here, Flame. I'm glad you're here. It's nice to see you. The interviews. All right. How long are you going to stream for? Usually it's right around an hour. Usually it's right around an hour. The interview is going to be amazing. Moody Mystic. Neon the Phoenix is here. Neon the Phoenix, who is a huge supporter of this channel. It is so nice to see you today. I hope you are doing well. And we missed you. We haven't seen you in a little while, but blessings to you. And it's nice to see you today. I feel rich in my soul. Sky and Jim. Well, isn't that the way to feel? Isn't that the way to feel? Thank you I'm glad to hear that. Thanks for your comment. Rio L. Mystic with the generous $5 super. Amazing. Thank you. Rio L. Mystic. And I love your name as well. And I love the picture there. It looks like the third eye is lit up. I love that. I helped a stranger that didn't know how to work a lottery machine. Bought the same ticket he did, spent $5, won $100. Follow the intuition and nudges. Rio, thank you very much for your comment. And if you believe, I mean, I'm a fairly spiritual person, and I do believe that we're all connected. And so, therefore, I believe that when you help other people and you do generous things for other people, not necessarily with money, but it could be, but, helping people do nice things for other people, as simple as opening a door for somebody. You do something like that, I believe it helps yourself because we are all connected. So that's what I believe spiritually speaking. So it sounds like you might be sort of on the same line of that. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing your story, and thank you for the very generous $5 super. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So all right. Hey Tim, I only want to play one line per game. Do you recommend getting a quick pick or playing your own numbers? I think playing both eats into a budget too much, but then again, playing both gives both worlds. So yeah, definitely only spend what you can afford to lose. Definitely play within a budget and have fun and play responsibly. I mean, for me, if I ever play, I usually just play one line because, well, that's what I won on the first time. But I also know, like, literally, it only takes one to win. You're not really increasing your chances by a whole lot if you buy tons of tickets. So do what feels best to you, is what I recommend. If it feels luckier, so we're talking about luck today, if it feels better, if it feels best to have, 2 tickets or 5 tickets, just do what feels best, but also what is, playing responsibly. But in all honesty, it only takes one ticket for a chance. And that is the truth. Guess unless you're, there's also, but then you have the companies like in Texas that went in 2023 and purchased nearly every combination, some investors. So that's different. That's a different conversation entirely. But if you are just playing the lottery, like, you're not really going to increase your chances whether you buy one ticket or you buy 100 tickets if you're talking about these major games. So why spend $100 or €100 or whatever it is? Why spend that much on tickets when it only takes one to win? Unless you just, have that to spend and it doesn't matter if you lose it, then by all means, just do what feels best to you. Guest suggestion: Wayne Harris, 105 million Mega Millions jackpot winner. Saeed, thank you for the suggestion, Saeed. Thank you very much. Wayne Harris. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Wayne Harris. We will definitely look into that. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Everyone, it can happen to you. Just don't play above your means and always stay humble. Aaron Taylor, that sounds like great advice. Thank you so much. If you go with how you feel, it shouldn't feel like a chore or stressful to get your tickets. That is true. I mean, yes, that is completely true. It should be enjoyable. If it's not enjoyable, then why play? No one wants to play the lottery if you just think you're going to throw money down the drain. If you think that it's, not going to do anything, if you think you don't have a chance, why would you play? Anything is possible, but play responsibly and have fun. It shouldn't feel like a stressful experience to lose. It shouldn't feel that way. If it feels that way, then I recommend not playing. And I can say that because I'm not affiliated with any sort of lottery. And I encourage people to play responsibly. But if you want to have a chance and you want to have fun and you want to, like, literally, you can dream and visualize because you're in the game. You're in the lightning storm with a chance to win if you do play. But if you don't, that's okay too. Just play responsibly if you do. And that's what I think. So Mark Houghton, Elmer O'Locker, and Brian Scott all have great YouTube channels around lottery winning. Yes. Well, we've had Mark Houghton on here a couple times now. He's very interesting, and we're probably going to host him again at some point. And we certainly would love to host Elmer O'Locker as well. And Brian Scott is certainly very interesting. So thank you so much for the guest suggestions, Tanya. I really appreciate that. Interview Shane Misler, $450 million lottery jackpot winner. Thank you. Jesse, yeah, he has an incredibly interesting and inspiring story, and I absolutely would love to interview him. So let's keep our fingers crossed on that one. We definitely want to interview him. When I win, my dream is to travel to California. Cali Dream. Cali Dream. He's California dreaming right here. California dreaming. Thank you for your comment. Thank you. I'm going to be a lottery. Say, Timothy, I'm going to play a lottery. Should I buy a particular number ticket or just buy a random ticket? Nisha, basically 80% of people. Well, I interviewed a former lottery director in the United States, and he told me this statistic that 80% of people that play the lottery or win the lottery in the USA, at least, 80% of them win on a quick pick, a computer-generated pick. In the UK, in many places, they call it a lucky dip. And that's how a lot of people win. But conversely, most people play that way. 80% of the people play that way, according to him. So it's exactly the same. I've interviewed people that have won both ways. It's what feels best to you, because it should be a fun experience. So do what feels best to you and what feels luckiest. So could you give us a high five for luck? Yes, Neon the Phoenix. Well, here, that high five is being blocked by the lottery balls. Let's go like this. Bam, right there. Okay, so we have to get going, guys. But wherever you are in the world, just dream big, play responsibly if you play the lottery. I greatly appreciate your support. And there's so many interviews coming up that I'm excited to share with you, including the one that we watched a preview for earlier in this live. But there are several more with people that have won lottery prizes, someone that won a popular game show, someone that's very much into manifestation. And that was, he's been interviewed by Oprah Winfrey quite a few times actually. And it's very, very interesting. And a new video on this major lottery scam that was taken down that I am excited to share with you guys. But thank you so much for your support wherever you are in the world. And if you do play the lottery, play responsibly. I wish you good luck and have a nice weekend. We'll see you soon.